Good to go. What's good, people? Noah got to hear Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. If you didn't know, now you know I'm trying to do is grow. Welcome to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube right now, welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any more value. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and share this post, like this post, leave a comment, and uh, follow me. Right? Make sure that you follow me so that you don't miss out on any more value. So, y'all, I'm really excited about this. Here we go. Right. I'm really excited about this. I really want to start bringing you guys more value because I understand the power of giving value. Right. I don't want to charge you guys anything to have to learn from me or worry about all that crazy stuff. Right. You can come here, get free value, and I promise you, you're going to leave from this page with something that you can take to empower yourself. All right. So, I want to show you guys a way that I've been making money all from my phone. Okay. And you don't need any experience. You don't need any type of degrees or anything like that to be able to do this, right? All you need is your phone and be able to download this platform, right? This Forex platform on your phone and you're good to go, right? Deposit your money and you can trade with me for free every single day. All right. So, with that being said, this is Forex trading. This is a way that I've been making money. I've had people ask me, Noah, how you making money online? And this is just one of the ways that I'm going to show you guys. All right. So, first thing that you want to do is click that link above. Go ahead and it's going to take you to this page to register. All right. So, what you want to do is create your account. After you create your account, right, you click this button up here in the top right, create your account. Then it's going to redirect you to your back office, right? So your back office is going to look like this. At first, yours isn't going to look like this. You're going to have KYC documents to turn in. So you're going to show your proof of identity, proof of address. You can use a passport, ID, state ID, driver's license. All right, utility bill can prove your proof of address. Any type of bill, right, or a bank statement, anything that says your name and your address. All right. So once your account is approved, then you will see all this unlock right in your back office. So the first thing that you want to do is deposit money to your account, right? So you're going to come over here, click on deposit, click Bitcoin, BTC, right? Or you can pay with card right here with Tiger Pay. Minimum deposit is going to be $25. Maximum deposit $25,000. Okay. Or you can deposit with BTC. BTC minimum deposit is going to be $30, right? So I suggest that you start with at least $100 to $200 in your account. If you can do more, right? It's not that serious, right? You don't have to start with a large amount. Only thing that you want to take in mind is if you're starting with a lower amount, your profit isn't going to be as crazy as somebody that's starting with $10,000 or $100,000. Okay, so don't expect to make just thousands of dollars right off the bat if you're only starting with $50 in your account. All right. So just keep that in mind. Also, with the less amount that you start with, the more precise that you need to be on your trades. Okay. So if you're starting with a real low amount, like under 1,000, under $500, you're going to have to be even more precise on your entries, on your trades, right? Because you don't have that much room for error. All right. So now that you've deposited, it should show up in your account about 30 minutes, no longer than that. If it doesn't, then send support a message and they will be able to help you, right, and get that to your account. Make sure if you're using Bitcoin that you copy and paste the address, right? If you mess up one letter, one number in a Bitcoin address, it's going to send somewhere totally different. You're not going to be able to get that money back, all right? So just be careful. So yeah, now that your money is deposited onto your account, now what you want to do is go to accounts. First thing that you want to set up is your demo account, right? Because this is going to be the account that you practice your strategy on. It's going to be very, very key for you to get that practice, get that repetition in so that you can build this skill, right? That's the only way to build skill. Repetition is the mother of skill. So you can get your reps up, you need to create a demo account. All right. So click this plus sign right here, demo account, click create demo account, and then create your account, right? So after you create the account, it's going to show up under accounts here, and then you want to add money to your demo. All right, so click there. type in the amount right here. I suggest that you use an amount that you're going to start on your live account, so that when you do switch over to your live account, then you're ready, right? Because you've been practicing with that same account already. Okay, so very, very key, y'all. You want to get this practice in. You don't want to have to go through everything that I went through of blowing account after blowing account, having to explain to my girlfriend why I don't have money, and going through that whole agony and just crying myself to sleep, right? You don't want to have to go through that journey. Yes, it made me stronger, made me a better trader, but if you can avoid that whole process, then just the better for you, right? So I'm telling you this for a reason. Start on a demo account, right? Practice, practice, practice until you feel comfortable, right? So if you're already comfortable, then you can go ahead and start on your live account. But if this is your first time trading, you're going to want to practice first. All right, just makes sense. So after you practice, you become profitable. You on your demo account, and you're being consistent, winning at least 6 out of 10 trades. Then you can create a real live account. All right. So yeah, now your money's on there, right? Your money's in your wallet account. So when you're ready to switch over to a live account, you'll come over here, go to recipient account. Okay, so I have to have money in here first, but you'll come here to internal transfer. What you're going to do is transfer the money from your wallet to your real account, right? So you just click here, choose your live account, choose the amount that you want to deposit into that account, and then click send. It will happen instantly. Okay. So now that you have your money on your account, now we can go over here to the trading platform, right? This is a DX trade. I'm gonna log in. Okay. And the login is going to be your email and the password that's sent to your email, right? So they're going to send the account information to your email. Um, your password will be, your username will be your email, and the password will be whatever you chose. If you don't remember the password, right? So what you want to do if you don't remember the password, you come over here, click on the account, and change the password right here, right? If you don't remember. So once you change that password, then that's the password that you will use to get into your trading platform. All right. So from here, now this is where you're going to be placing your trades on whatever pair that you choose. Okay. So to choose your pair, you'll come over here to the left hand side, click right there on that glass, and you're going to type in XAU USD. All right. So this is the gold pair, right? This is usually what I trade. I may trade a little BTC, a little XRP, just because of the recent volatility in crypto. But for the most part, I trade gold. Okay. Trade gold. Let me get rid of these drawings. Okay. So you got your pair chose, right? So choose one pair. The reason why I say that is because you just want to get used to trading one pair, get used to see how it moves, the patterns that you see on that pair. If you're focused on a bunch of different pairs, it's hard to get to know those pairs all at one time. Right? That's what I did when I first started. I was everywhere. I was trading Euro USD. I was trading GBP, JPY. I was trading all these different pairs, and my focus was in too many directions. Right. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to choose one pair. I'm always going to trade that pair, and I'm going to get to know it year after year. Right. So I chose gold. Okay. Now, if you're just now starting, gold is a little crazy, right? So you may want to start with just a regular pair at first, like choose something like Euro USD, something a little less volatile, right? A little less crazy. Gold is very unpredictable, but if you start to get to know it, right, and that's all that you trade, it'll become easier and easier. Okay. So, yeah, what we're gonna do first, we're gonna draw up our own analysis, right? So I'm gonna take you guys through on how to draw up your analysis, and then we'll take our first trade, right? This is a demo account. We'll take our first trade together, and yeah, go from there. All right. So first thing that you want to do is choose the time frame. So I like to back out to at least the 4 hour. All right. So you come over here, click this 4 hours, and it will back out. It'll look like something like this. If it does not look like this, you can scroll out, make it smaller, make it wider, right? Just by clicking and dragging your mouse on this bottom part, right? Where you see these dates at. You're just going to click there, hold it down, and you'll be able to drag, zoom in and out. Okay. Or you can use these buttons here, zoom in, zoom out, right? So the reason why we want to zoom out to just a bigger time frame, right? A wider time frame is because we want to be able to look back so that we can get right, right? You always need to look back so that you can get right into the future. The past is going to let you know what the future does. The future may do. The past always repeats, right? So you got to back out to a bigger time frame. Also, the bigger time frames are used for more swing type trades, right? Longer term trades that you're holding. The smaller time frames, like minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, these are going to be for scalping trades, right? If you're just getting in the market, getting out real quick. And that's my type of style trading. Okay. So yeah, back out to the 4 hour. Now that you're backed out, now first thing that we want to ask ourselves is what is the trend of the market? Okay. So to figure out the trend just by looking at it, if price is starting in the bottom left, working its way to the top right, that's an uptrend. If it's working its way from the top left to the bottom right, that is a downtrend. Okay. So we grab our trend line tool over here, left hand side, click that, and we're just going to draw from the lowest point to the highest. Okay. So look a little bit something like this, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Right? So it's going to look something like this when you draw your trend line. And all we're doing is connecting the dots. Okay, so you can see here where it touches on our trend line, goes up, bounces off our trend line, bounces off our trend line. Okay. So for it to be an official trend, it needs to bounce off your trend line at least 2 to 3 times. Okay, so we can see here, we grab our circle tool, we have one touch here, we have another touch here, another one there, right? So that's 3 touches on our trend line. That makes it an official trend. Okay, so you need to see at least 2 to 3 touches on your trend line for it to be an official trend. Right. So this is how you find the trend of the market, right? So we see we're in an overall uptrend for gold. It's starting to try to break this structure, right? We see a break in our trend line, retest, and now it looks like it's trying to break structure, but seeing a hard time right here consolidating. Right. So now we have our trend line drawn. The second thing that we want to identify is our major reversal points. These major reversal points are going to identify our resistance and support. Okay. So we take our circle tool and we're just going to circle around the major reversal points. Major reversal points are just like it sounds, points of reversal, right? Where price gets to a certain point, turns around real quickly. Right. So we got one there. Okay. And you don't have to identify all of them, just give you a general idea. Okay. Right. There we go. Okay, just to give you a general idea of where you're seeing resistance at. Okay, so now we've identified our major reversal points. Now we can identify our areas of resistance, which are our zones. The top is going to be the resistance, the bottom is going to represent our support. So we come over here, grab our rectangle tool, and I'm just going to connect the dots, right? Connect the circles. Boom. right? I'm gonna do about that one right now. Okay, so we can see here we are in between this zone now, right? Currently, this top shaded rectangle, right? This purple rectangle is going to represent our resistance. This bottom is going to represent our support. Okay, if you're just now jumping on, you guys please create your broker account first. Okay, so click that link above, create your broker account. That's going to get you into my trading group. Okay, so that you can trade with me live, and basically we'll meet in the mornings and we'll trade together, right, with our training group. That's the only requirement that I ask, right? I'm not going to ask you guys to pay me anything to learn from me. I'm not going to ask you to buy any courses or do anything like that to pay in a group or nothing. All you have to do is create a broker account with the link above or the link in the description that you see, and you can get into my private trading group. Okay. So you can see here we're in between this zone here. Okay. Price is bouncing off our resistance, coming down to our support, bouncing off our resistance, testing our support. See here, now we are in the middle of the zone. Okay, so I really don't like to take trades in the middle of the zone when it's like this, right? I try to wait when it's either at the bottom of my support or top of my resistance. Okay, a perfect opportunity to get into this was when you saw it come up here to the resistance, get in for a sell, and you could wrote it down, right? You see we have a break in our trend line, and that's usually the pattern that I notice. Okay, so two different strategies that you can use, excuse me, off the trend line. If you see a trend forming, you can trade with the trend, right? Which means if it's in an uptrend, you'll be taking buys, riding that trend, or if it's in a downtrend, you'll be taking sales, right? So a perfect opportunity when this trend line formed, right? Three touches. So you would have drawn your trend line here. And then the next time that it came down to your trend line to test it, that's when you would have got in for a buy, right? So you could got in for a buy here and then rode this thing up. Once we saw it start to come down, right? Obviously, we move our stop loss up. And if it came and hit our stop loss, then we're taken out, right? But that's one strategy to use a trend line, right? You can catch the bounce off the trend line, anticipate that, and then ride with the trend. The second strategy is kind of going against the trend, but what we're waiting for to see is when price comes back to the trend line, we're waiting for this break, right? There's always a break, a retest, and then a continuation. Okay, so the pattern will look something like this. Grab my arrow. Here we go. All right, so we'll see a break in the trend, right? Broke our trend line. Then it will retest the trend, and then continue down. All right. So the perfect opportunity here would have been to wait for it to come retest this trend line, get in for the buy, and now you're still, or I mean, get in for the sell. I'm sorry, and then you're still riding this down, right? Moving your stop loss up, just in case it decides to reverse. But from here, probably would be safe to get in for sales, riding back down to our support. Okay. Now it can, right? It can only do two things from here. You come back to test this resistance, maybe create a new all-time high, right? Come all the way back up, or it can respect this resistance, come back down to our support, continue to bounce in between here until it chooses to break out towards the top or the bottom. Okay, but if you want to anticipate something right now, we could get in for these sales. But first, we need to go down to a lower time frame, okay, so that we can get a better picture of what's going on and when to get in for our entry. Okay, but from here, it does look like I could try to catch these sales coming back down to our support. All right, so now we need to get a closer look. All right, so we're going to erase this and we're going to go down to our scalping time frames. All right, so let's go down to the minute. All right. So, like I said, right, the quick way to find the trend of the market. The first thing that we try to do is find out what is the trend of the market. First thing that we're going to do is ask ourselves: is it starting in the top left or the bottom left? You see here, starting in the top left, working its way to the bottom right. This is a downtrend. I'm going to start at the top of this here. Okay. Now we have our trend drawn, trend line. Okay. So, like I said, you want to trade with the trend. So, a great opportunity. Like I said, once it touches your trend line 2 to 3 times, that makes it an official trend. So, we see we have one touch there, we have a touch here, and a third touch there. All right, fourth touch. Okay. Like I said, what I usually notice is it'll touch the trend line at least about 3 to 4 or 5 times before it chooses to break out, right? Either it's going to break structure or it's going to continue with the trend. So, like I said, it's best to trade with the trend. So, like I said, we're going to try to catch sales coming down to our support. Now, from here, we're going to identify our major reversal points. Okay. So we can figure out what zone we're in. So we see here we have a major reversal point here, right? From there. Okay. And now from here, we'll be able to see where our areas of resistance are at so we can identify our support and resistance. So we're going to grab our rectangle tool. Here we go. All right. So remember, like I said, I don't really like trading when it's in the middle of the zone because it could go either way. I try to either wait until it gets down to my support or wait till it gets to my resistance to get in for a trade. Right. So from here, I would just be patient until you see it get either up to your resistance. We'll be looking for sales when it comes up to our resistance or our trend line. Or if it does come down to our support, you could try to catch short-term buys on the reversal back to resistance. Or if it breaks, that lets us know, further know that we can get in for sales, right? Coming back down to our 4 hour support. Okay. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna. You just got to be patient, right? Let price come to you. Like I said, I don't really like trading when it's in the middle of my zone. I try to stay patient. Okay, but it does look like it did try to come and retest this area, right? Did try to come retest this area. Now it's looking like it's trying to work its way back to our support. So what we would do, just so we could take our first trade together, right? We'll get in for a sell here. All right, and what we're going to do is try to ride this thing back down to our support. Got about 8 minutes until opening bell. So I'm just going to stay patient. All right. So to take your first trade, what you'll come over here and you're going to type in your lot size. So if you're doing a smaller account size, you want to stick to 0.01. If you have about 500 to 1,000, right, you probably could do like a point 0.1, maybe like a point 0.05, right, somewhere around there, point 0.05 to point 0.1. Okay, so we have $1,000 in this demo account. We'll take a point 0.05 trade, and we'll wait till price gets here. We'll get in for our sell. All right, again, I'm waiting for it to touch my resistance. Once it touches my resistance, then, all right, looking like it barely touched. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get in. Let it reach up a little bit more. All right, so I'm in for a sell. 0.05, right at the top of our resistance. What I'm doing is anticipating this turning around. Now it could continue to come back up right to our trend line. If it does do that, then we'll look for another sell when it gets up to this area. Okay, but like I said, overall, for the 4 hour time frame, right, we are looking for this sell to come back down. Let me show you guys. Right, so this is on the 4 hour time frame. I am looking for it to come back down, at least to this area. This area here. All right. All right, y'all. But yeah, took our first trade together today. All right. So that's how the process will go. And like I said, we'll trade together, um, and profit together. Right. And all I want to do is give y'all value. Right. That's all that I'm focused on. Giving more value, affecting, impacting more lives. That's my mission. And I'm not going to charge you guys anything. Only thing that I ask is that you use my link to create your broker account and make your deposit, and then you'll get into my private trading group, and we'll trade together. Right, that's the only requirement. Right. So if you're watching this now, go ahead and create your account. After you create your account, go ahead and DM me. Let me know that you got it created and you made your deposit, and then I'll add you to the group, right, so that you can start trading with me. All right, y'all. So yeah, we're gonna let this trade ride out. Like I said, if you got into that trade, if it does start to go back up, don't panic. Get back in for a sell once it reaches this top of this trend line. Okay, I'll show you guys. All right, so if it does break through our resistance, all right, so if it does break through this resistance, this top area, then we'll look to get in for sales at this area. All right, but it should. I am looking forward to respect this area, come back down to our support. All right, but yeah, hope you guys got value from today. And like I said, if you are open to this, you're open to start learning this skill. You want somebody to teach you, right? Somebody that's going to be like your coach and guide you through. I'm that person for you. Like I said, I'm not going to charge you guys an arm and a leg. I usually charge 1K for one-on-one sessions and that type of training stuff, but I want to impact as many people as possible, right? So I'm making this free to learn from me, all you have to do is create an account with the broker link that I gave you guys, and then make your deposit. After that, DM me, let me know that you're in, and yeah, I'll get you inside the group and we'll start trading together. Okay. All right. But looking like right now, it's just finding a hard time to get past this resistance area. So it's looking like it's trying to respect this area. So we should see some type of drop, right? Come back down in about 2 more minutes. Check. Okay, so at 8:30, we did have unemployment rates drop. 15 FOMC, the prelim at 10 a.m. Right, so it could start getting a little choppy, start getting a little more volatile around here in about a minute. All right, but we are in profit on this trade. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'll close out of this and end the stream. But yeah, that's basically how the trades will go, right? So this was just a sample trade. Go ahead and close out in profit. There we go. All right, so yeah, I hope you guys got value from this. Noah got to here, Mr. Laptop Lifestyle. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm trying to grow, like I always say, make the rest of it the best of it. Meet you at the top because that bottom is way too crowded. Let's go.